Hey, hello everyone. I decided to make this very quick rigging video as revision for your test. What I will be creating here is the simplest rig that I can come up with. There will be no IKs in this rig, none of that stuff, just a very simple rig. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is split the screen. So one screen will be on the side, on the front view, one screen will be on side view. Okay, and I can start the rigging process now. Shift A to create a single bone. This bone I will leave here, and this will be the root of my rig. Okay, so the next step is to go to edit mode. I'll turn on X-ray on both so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so naming the bones is very important. So this bone I'll call it main and leave it at that. And then in edit mode, I will select this, Shift D, duplicate it, constrain it to the Z-axis, and place it as a pelvis bone. So there, pelvis. I'm changing the name to pelvis. And then I'll select this node and E for extrude, Z for, well, constrain it to the Z-axis, and then E for extrude again, and Z, and I'll take it just below the neck here. And then I'll change the names of these as well. So I'll call this, I don't know, back or something like that. I'll call this chest. Yeah, that's chest. Okay, now I'm going to start parenting things now. So this is the main bone. The bottom one is the main bone, and I want to start parenting this whole chain to it. So I'm going to take this one, the bone, the pelvis bone, and then select the main bone, Control P, to parent them, make parent, and keep offset. Now this bone controls this chain, so it's the parent of this chain, as you can see indicated with this dotted line. I'm not sure if you can see it. Trust me, it's there. And then I'm going to create the arms and legs. Before creating the arms and legs, let's create the neck. So E for extrude and Z to constrain it. So that's the neck. And then I need a head bone, E and Z. I'll go up here. Now, let's not forget to name them. So neck and head. Okay, I'll go to the side view and correct some of the placements. So I'll press G and move these things around. I just want Blender to know in which direction it should orient all these bones. So I'll give it a bit of a curve that goes this way. So Blender knows how to turn basically. This is fine. And now I'm going to create the arms and the legs. So for the arm, I have this bone here already, so I'm just going to duplicate it and put it here. I can create a new one, but it's here, so why not? So grab and put this here, and then grab and put this right here. This is in the wrong place. So basically, I'm trying to go through the arm, and then I'll look at it on the side view and put it right at the where the elbow is supposed to be. And another extrude and place it, oops, place it on the side view to the wrist, put it here, and then another extrude for the hand. And we will fix it on the side view. Okay, so I hope this is clear how the arm was done. It's pretty easy. Okay, so now I need to name them. The next step is always to name them. Now, the bones that will be symmetrized to the other side need a specific extension with this, which is dot capital L or R for right or left. Let's see how it's done. So I'm going to call this um, upper arm. You can call it whatever you want. I'll call it upper arm dot capital L. So it's the characters left. Okay? It needs to be a capital L. This is the only way Blender will understand that this is a bone that needs to be symmetrized. And I'll call this lower arm dot capital L, and I will call this hand dot capital L. Okay. The last thing I need to do is to parent this bone, the arm bone, to the chest bone. Okay, so I'm going to select the arm first and then select the chest. Control P, keep offset. Okay, and that will mean that this bone now will, if this bone moves, if the chest bone moves, the arms will move with it. I'll do the exact same thing for the legs. I don't know what I just did. So I'll take this bone and duplicate it. I'll put it here. Grab this, put it on the knee, out of side view here. And here I'll push it to the front a little bit and then extrude to here and then extrude to here. Now, as I said, this is a very, very simple rig. This is the simplest rig that I can come up with. Uh, so I'm going to parent this to the leg to the pelvis bone. So I'll select the leg first, then pelvis, and then Control P and keep offset. And now this bone will control the leg. And then I need to name them. So this will be upper leg dot capital L for the same reason that we mentioned before. Lower leg dot capital L, and then foot اليوم إن شاء الله foot dot capital L. Okay, so that's done. That's all the bones done. All the bone creation is done. Um, while I'm in edit mode, I'll just select the bones that need to be reflected from one side to another. So basically the arms and legs, and then go to armature, symmetrize, and it will automatically duplicate and reflect all of these together with everything to go with it. Now, one thing you need to understand about this is that if it doesn't reflect properly, that means that your character is not standing on the x-axis. Okay, like that. So now in the front is standing on the x-axis. If not, once you click symmetrize, you still have the option to go either plus x to minus x or minus x to plus x, which is not really what I wanted to show you. Anyway, so if your character is facing you and it's standing on the y-axis, this will not work. You need to rotate your character first and apply rotation before this can work. Okay, so your character needs to be standing on the x-axis facing you. And then we need to I think we're done with that. So we need to now parent it to the character. So I'm going to get out of edit mode and go to object mode. I have my rig here. Let's get rid of that. Well, get rid of that too. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. شو السالفة؟ هو الجديد أنا ما أعرف له الجديد. إنزين. So okay, so now in object mode, I have my armature and I have my character. Select the character first, and then select the armature, so child and then parent, and then Control P, and set parent to object with automatic weights. Okay, and this should work now. I'll remove this, do that. This should work now. So, so I'll select the armature, go to pose mode, and everything should work now. But the thing is, these joints now can be rotated. What I showed you in class, the IKs and all of that stuff, you can add that if you want, but for to create just an easy rig for the test, I think this should be enough. If you want to raise the character up and down, this is your main bone where you can raise the character up and down. So if you want him to walk and go up and down, bob up and down, you can do that. Let's see. So as I said, these can only be rotated. Okay. So there, a working rig. If you want to reset things, you can select the bone or you can select all the bones to reset, and then Alt R to reset rotation, and Alt G to reset any movement, any Dakushi. All right. So yeah, good luck with your exam. This is a very quick rig.